news of the bulletin. And the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, COMAC, has announced the successful resolution of a system challenge that earlier disrupted fuel loading operations across the downstream petroleum sector. In a statement issued on Monday, the Chamber said it became aware in the morning that several member companies were facing difficulties loading petroleum products because their orders on the Integrated Customs Management System (ICOMS) were not progressing to the required good standing status. As part of emergency measures agreed among stakeholders, the ICOMS platform was temporarily decoupled from the Electronic Revenue Declaration Management System to allow manual loading to continue while investigations were conducted. The Chamber also acknowledged public notices issued earlier by Goil and Star Oil Company, which informed customers about operational challenges affecting some filling stations as a result of the system disruption. For more on this, we're joined via telephone by the Chief Executive of the Chamber for Oil Marketing Companies, Dr. Riverson Upon. Good evening to you, Doc. Thank you for your time here on the ChannelOne newsroom. First, oil on the world market hits beyond $100. And then we are already expecting that by the next pricing window, prices will go up. And then today we're hearing that there were some difficulties with the OMCs loading fuel. Kindly explain to us today's event. What exactly happened?
Yeah, thank you, and good evening. I've also cited somewhere or heard from somewhere that there seems to be a link between what is happening with the international price hikes and what happened today with the ICOMS or the, let me say, the internet systems for loading. Let me say that there are two different circumstances and situations, not intertwined at all.
All right.
And there's no linkage in between the two. Yes, international benchmark prices are going up. Today, the SREF price from the BDU to the OMCs are not the same as we saw in the previous weeks in the past. That tells you that, yes, we have arrived at the impact of this war. What happened today, let me explain very briefly because this is a news line item. We have something called the ICOMS that sits with GRA for import duties and all that. And we have another tool that is called the ERDMS that sits with MPA. Remember, these are all authorities and they are all very, very independent. Okay?
All right.
So ideally, we need to make sure that both systems are operating simultaneously. And this is something that we all know. And it's when there's no communication between these two IoTs, that's Internet of Things, that we have issues with liftings. When we attempted decoupling for manual loading, it's when we realized that it was not even the ICOMS that was defaulted. It was the ERDMS that had issues, and that was quickly resolved. Let me say that it's not the first time it's happening. Now it's coming up as if it's the first time it's happening. Last year, around this time, check back your news. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies raised issues around this, and most especially when you come back from a long vacation, whereby one of the weekdays is a holiday. Mm-hmm. Remember, consumption of fuel goes up when we are home because everybody wants to visit a friend that he has not seen the whole week or the whole month. There are weddings, there are that, up and down. Everybody also want to fill the fuel over the weekend against the following week, you understand? So demand goes up and across overboard. You get my point? So I personally find it very alarming when we come back on Monday and the systems are not working. But let's put it emphatically that this time around, it's not ICOMS, it was the ERDMS that was faulty.
Now, the statement released by two of the biggest OMCs, Goil and Star Oil, they will explain that they had to say something to their customers, but do you think that they shouldn't have gone ahead of the chamber to have made those statements?
Well, you see, they have, and again, I think I had a bit of banter with one person later this afternoon. They are the biggest players, so they obviously have bigger shares. Both of them come together in the market. Almost 25, almost one fourth of the market is in their hands. So obviously they want to make sure that their customers are aware that in case they go to any of the stations and that they are filling their tanks and I mean sorry they are not fuel, they will not associate it with operational issues or based on their inefficiencies, but rather a system error. But here's the case now, we've gone ahead to blame somebody who was not to be blamed. And the chamber was working behind the scene to make sure that all these things are resolved. There are so many issues, my brother. The downstream issues are thousand and quens. If you're going to fight all of them publicly, then I think probably you need to come and get a seat at city newsroom or maybe your end ChannelOne, and then let's be working from the media house. You get my point. Announcing to your public. So I do not blame them at all for that question for another day.
Anyway, do you have any indication when the technical issue will be fully resolved? Are we saying it has been resolved?
No, it was resolved. That's at noon, and I got both of them confirming that they've been lifting. So, and all of them are lifting. It's been resolved, as far as I know.
Any assurances to the consuming public? There is some anxiety in the public space, especially with reports that in the next pricing window, prices are expected to go up.
Yeah, you know, for price to go up, regardless of whatever you and I know, day by we've had MP also engage the BDCs. I personally engaged a couple of BDCs today to understand what is happening. And of pricing, obviously, of fuel that are already in tank. A fuel bought, the understanding I have from them is that a fuel bought prior to this war that has not been priced will still be priced with this particular instance. So if that's the case and they need to pay with the current price regime, then we cannot actually blame them also for selling at the price that they are also buying at.
All right.
But
Grateful
then
to you, sir.
that really questions the pricing kind of mechanism that we operate with in this country, whether things go up or things go down.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Dr. Rivers Nopom is the Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Oil Marketing.